David Baszucki opens the conversation by sharing a profoundly personal story about his son's severe struggle with bipolar disorder during his freshman year at UC Berkeley. Early in his college experience, his son Matthew experienced a full-blown manic episode, beginning a tumultuous journey of about 8 to 9 years, marked by hospitalizations, failed treatments, and escalating uncertainty about his future, whether he would ever attend school again, work, or reintegrate into society. After exploring many traditional medical interventions, David and his family encountered the concept of a metabolic and ketogenic diet from another CEO founder. Initially skeptical, they nonetheless tried it under medical guidance with Dr. Chris Palmer, a Harvard psychiatrist specializing in metabolic psychiatry. Remarkably, within just 3 to 4 weeks of strictly following the ketogenic diet, Matthew showed progress that had not been seen with any prior pharmaceutical treatments. This breakthrough was nothing short of a miracle for the family, sparking a deeper exploration into ketogenic therapy as a serious modality for mental health conditions, particularly bipolar disorder. David's narrative encapsulates the despair and helplessness often accompanying mental health crises and the profound hope emerging from alternative metabolic therapies. The discussion naturally shifts into the biology and mechanisms of ketogenic diets and their implications for brain health. David Baszucki explains how most people primarily run on glucose as an energy source, but under ketogenic conditions, the body switches to burning ketones, an alternative, more stable energy substrate. Ketosis typically arises during fasting or when consuming very low carbohydrate and higher fat diets, similar to those traditionally consumed by northern populations subsisting on high-fat diets like seal blubber. David emphasizes that ketogenic metabolism supplies the brain with consistent, clear energy, which may be crucial for individuals with bipolar disorder who often have large, metabolically demanding brains. The hypothesis shared is that the chaotic symptoms in bipolar disorder could be partly due to inconsistent energy supply to the brain, driven by fluctuating glucose levels, leading to mood instability. Thus, ketogenic therapy not only stabilizes brain energy, but may also activate beneficial mitochondrial and anti-inflammatory pathways, making it a promising treatment avenue. Maintaining a therapeutic ketogenic diet is challenging. David and Tim explore the difficulties of adhering to such strict dietary restrictions, especially when eating out or traveling. Even seemingly keto-friendly foods, such as avocados, can contain enough carbohydrates to disrupt ketosis in a sensitive individual like Matthew. Continuous monitoring is essential, and the family learned to carefully manage ratios of fat to protein because excessive protein can induce gluconeogenesis and raise glucose levels, destabilizing ketosis. David highlights the complexity of real-life adherence and the need for education, preparation, and adjustments. While he personally favors 2 big, high-fat meals a day combined with intermittent fasting and uses tools like continuous glucose monitors and continuous ketone monitors, he acknowledges that these tools require discipline and a learning curve. The conversation underscores the importance of tailoring the diet and monitoring tools to individual needs for effective mental health management. On a broader note, the conversation touches on David's and Tim's personal biohacking routines, illustrating how metabolic control influences not just mental health, but daily performance, sleep quality, and overall wellness. David commits to moderate ketosis with low alcohol intake, CrossFit thrice weekly, frequent hikes with weight vests, and prioritizing sunlight exposure for circadian rhythm management. Both guests underscore the value of physical activity and regulated diet alongside technology-driven tracking like the Oura Ring and CGM. The discussion also explores how ketosis improves qualitative aspects such as sleep latency, cognitive clarity, reduced OCD-related ruminations, and mood regulation. David shares an anecdote about dramatically extended breath-holding times in ketosis, illustrating improved physiological resilience. These self-care practices emphasize the foundational role of metabolic physiology in optimizing human functioning and resilience, calling for a balanced approach beyond talk therapy alone. Shifting gears toward David Baszucki's professional ventures, the podcast delves into the genesis and expansive vision of Roblox. Initially envisioned as a platform for user-generated 3D experiences emphasizing creativity, Roblox started as a gaming environment primarily for PC and Macintosh users. David explains that Roblox's overarching mission is connecting 1 billion users globally with optimism and civility through digital play and communication, transcending just gaming into realms of social interaction, education, and even work. The platform's scale astounds with over 150 million daily active users, 9 billion hours spent monthly, and a unique focus on multi-generational and safety-conscious design. Rather than simply a game, Roblox is a social platform where millions, from hobbyists to professional creators, can design their own worlds. The emphasis on filtered communication and youngest user protections reflects Roblox's pioneering acceptance of under 13 users with substantial safety infrastructure in place. One of Roblox's pivotal breakthroughs was the development of a robust digital economy powered by the platform's virtual currency, Robux. David recounts the company's early struggles with stagnant revenue, despite high user engagement, and how moving from a modest subscription model to empowering user creators to monetize their creations revolutionized the platform's economics. By trusting creators to build value and enabling them to cash out revenue, Roblox unlocked a secret rocket engine that exponentially fueled growth and engagement. This creator-first approach underscored a long-term bet on sustaining innovation by fostering an open, thriving economy where thousands of developers can make a living and millions more earn any income at all through their games and experiences. David shares that building an economy closely mirroring real-world market dynamics inspired this strategy, which has scaled hand in hand with user growth. Roblox's open creation model brings challenges around intellectual property, particularly concerning cloning or imitation of successful games. David acknowledges the difficulty in legally protecting game mechanics or gameplay styles versus copyrighted elements like names or avatars. Roblox strikes a pragmatic balance. While it doesn't block loosely inspired games, it employs intelligent search and discovery tools to surface authentic popular games like Grow a Garden over less successful imitators. Through these mechanisms, the platform tries to maintain fairness while encouraging creativity without stifling it, a tension common in digital ecosystems. David stresses that the ecosystem's health depends more on supporting genuine creators and ensuring players find quality experiences rather than overreaching IP restrictions that could stifle innovation or user engagement. Safety is a foundational pillar for Roblox, especially given its significant population of young users. David talks about the company's multi-layered approach, combining manual moderation with advanced AI tools, including proprietary text and voice safety models and real-time content filtering. By actively filtering all communication for violence, harassment, and inappropriate content, Roblox aims to create a civility-first environment. Looking to the future, Roblox is pioneering the use of AI-based age estimation, leveraging smartphone cameras to better determine user ages and cluster communication accordingly, limiting interactions across wide age gaps unless explicitly permitted. This approach signifies a move towards near-automatic, extremely precise safety enforcement that users can rely on implicitly, further protecting especially vulnerable younger audiences. Artificial intelligence increasingly permeates Roblox's technology stack. Beyond moderation, the company is experimenting with AI-driven 3D content creation tools that democratize game development, enabling users without technical expertise to generate sophisticated environments via natural language or conversational interfaces. David shares a vision of procedurally generated real-time worlds, dynamic dreamlike experiences evolving around users as they interact. This vision echoes broader industry trends, where AI may craft ever-evolving, immersive digital universes personalized to users, thereby revolutionizing entertainment, socialization, and perhaps workspaces. David confidently declares that technologies once viewed as sci-fi are rapidly becoming realities, suggesting these AI-enabled metaverse experiences might become prevalent within the next 5 years, including photorealistic virtual concerts and 3D communal spaces that outperform traditional video calls. Given the rising competition from platforms focused on passive content consumption, such as TikTok, Roblox faces the challenge of maintaining engagement with more active, creative social experiences. David describes the launch of Roblox Moments, a TikTok-like short-form video feature, as a discovery tool helping users find and share interesting Roblox content. However, he differentiates connecting and co-playing in 3D interactive spaces from passive video consumption. He stresses the complementary nature of these modes. Some users seek immersive social hangouts with friends, while others prefer solitary content consumption. Roblox's long game focuses on nurturing its community by fostering creativity, STEM learning, and positive social interactions rather than competing solely on entertainment feeds, maintaining a healthy balance between these approaches to support sustained growth and meaningful engagement. Roblox's trajectory has been shaped by a series of forward-looking bets on technology platforms, especially mobile. David recalls the initial skepticism inside the company about bringing complex 3D experiences to smartphones, as back then, mobile games were mostly simple 2D puzzle types. However, observing parallel trends, such as video consumption on phones, convinced them to embrace mobile fully. That strategic decision proved pivotal. Today, the majority of Roblox users engage via mobile devices. This example highlights the importance of embracing inevitable technological shifts early, balancing risk with conviction, and seizing opportunities that others might dismiss. David advocates a mindset of recognizing inevitabilities in markets and technology to guide strategic bets, a lesson echoed through his experiences and investment philosophy.